The night I realized I wasn't alone. A true Reddit horror story. Before you drift off tonight, I want you to imagine this. You're home alone. The house is quiet, peaceful, safe. But then, something happens. Something small at first, subtle, and slowly, it starts to feel wrong. By the end of tonight's story, you might lie in bed and wonder if you're really alone, even when you think you are. This story comes from Reddit, a real experience shared by someone who still can't explain it. So get comfortable, keep your lights low, and remember, the scariest things often happen when you're supposed to be safe. Story Part 1. The move-in. I had just moved into a new apartment in a small city. It was an older building. Wood floors, high ceilings, a faint smell of damp that I thought would fade in time. I was exhausted from the move, so I didn't pay much attention to the building's creaks and groans that first night. I unpacked the last box, set up my bed, and collapsed into it. The apartment was empty, quiet, peaceful, or so I thought. Part 2. The first signs. The next morning, I noticed something strange. My keys weren't where I left them on the counter. I told myself I was just tired. I had moved a lot recently. I probably put them down somewhere else. But then it happened again the next day, and the day after. Small things. The TV remote moved slightly. My coffee mug on the table wasn't where I remembered putting it. Doors that I swore I had closed were slightly open. I felt uneasy, but I told myself it was stress. I had a busy job. I was adjusting to a new city. I needed to relax. But the unease, it didn't go away. Part 3. The night. A week after moving in, I stayed up late, finishing some work. Around 1:30 a.m., I decided to get a glass of water. As I stepped into the kitchen, I thought I saw a shadow move across the living room. I froze. I live alone. The apartment was dark. Only the moonlight through the window lit the room. I strained my eyes. Nothing. I laughed nervously, probably my imagination, but then I heard it. A soft creaking, like someone stepping carefully on the wooden floor. Slow, deliberate. I held my breath, waiting. The sound stopped.